In my last video, I have discussed results from mathematics which are very useful while solving the problems on the Z transform. Dear friends, earlier you studied Laplace transform. Laplace transform is exclusively used for analysis of continuous time signals, continuous time system or continuous time systems which are expressed in terms of differential equation. So here Z transform is exclusively used for analysis of discrete time sequences and discrete time system. Z transform cannot be used for analysis of continuous time signals and continuous time systems. So let us define the Z transform of discrete time sequence x of n. So Z transform of x of n is defined as x of n z raised to minus n, where n is varying from minus infinity to plus infinity, and Z transform of x of n is denoted by x of z. So x of z is a notation which is for Z transform, and in general x of z is function of z and which is complex in nature. So whenever we talk about this existence of Z transform, we always talk about magnitude of x of z. So magnitude of x of z is less than infinity for all values of z, then we can say that Z transform is possible. Magnitude of x of z for all values of z is less than infinity, then we can say that this Z transform exists or Z transform is possible. So here sequence is x of n, discrete time sequence. Here length is not given, so I have taken length minus infinity to plus infinity, and whose Z transform is denoted by x of z. So Z transform of the sequence x of n is defined as, this is the symbol for defined as, x of z is equal to summation x of n z raised to minus n. So this is the z raised to minus n is the kernel of the Z transform. So for a given sequence x of n, Z transform may or may not be possible. So we have to define one more concept along with Z transform. Values of z at which x of z, mod of x of z is less than infinity, that is called region of convergence. While finding the Z transform, we have to always specify ROC. So x of z may not be possible for all values of z, but there is a something for which Z transform is possible. There is some region for which Z transform is not possible, and some region there Z transform is possible. So region of convergence is nothing but set of values of z, for which x of z exists, x of z is possible. That is, the meaning thereby is mod of x of z is less than infinity. So if mod of x of z, which is less than infinity for values of z, for those values of z, so those values of z, they are called region of convergence. Region of convergence is very important. So it tells you what are the values of z for which our Z transform exists. So existence of Z transform is coming through your ROC. So that by looking at the ROC, we will come to know that your Z transform mod of x of z is less than infinity. That is called existence of the Z transform. Unlike Fourier transform, here Z transform, the condition for existence of Z transform is not only decided by x of n, it is also decided by this one part of the z. Z is nothing but r e to the power j omega. So here the requirement is summation mod of x of n into r raised to minus n, that has to be less than infinity, then your Z transform exists. And that is why here the requirement is different, and that is why there are some sequences for which Z transform is possible, but Fourier transform is not possible, because the requirement is different here, and requirement in case of Fourier transform is different. In case of Fourier transform, we said that given sequence must be absolutely summable. In this case, the condition is summation x of n r raised to minus n mod that summation should be less than infinity. So let us see what kind of condition is that for the existence of the Z transform. So only thing which you require to know here is only calculation of Z transform and writing of answer in terms of equation is not enough. We have to also specify the region for which it is existing, then only that answer is correct answer, otherwise it is incomplete answer. So let us move on to the requirement on x of n for existence of Z transform. So we know that Z is complex variable which can be written as like this, r e to the power j omega. So let us put this in the definition of Z transform. So x of n r e to the power j omega raised to, here Z, value of Z I am writing raised to n. So value of Z is this, Z r raised to j omega. So here if I put minus, or if I put minus here, it will be done. So Z, it is Z raised to minus n. So I can write here x of n r raised to minus n and e to the power minus j omega n. In case of this Fourier transform, this is the kernel, we know that, but in addition to this, here in addition to that, here r raised to minus n, which is additional, which is not there in the Fourier transform, and this is the factor which is making Z transform is possible for some of the sequences for which Fourier transform does not exist. So your requirement in this case here for existence of Z transform is summation x of n r raised to minus n mod is less than infinity. So r is playing major role here. Because of that r, there are some sequences which for which Fourier transform does not exist, but Z transform exists. So after having this background, let us solve the problem on the Z transform. Always remember that Z transform is there only for analysis of discrete time sequences and discrete time systems, which cannot be used for continuous time signal and continuous time systems for which Z transform is possible. Z transform in case of discrete domain, we are having difference equation, and corresponding thing in the continuous domain is differential equation. So in discrete domain, we can apply Z transform to the difference equation and easily solve those difference equation, and those difference equations corresponds to equations of the systems. So difference equation can be easily solved using Z transform, Z transform in case like differential equation in Laplace, using Laplace transform. So let us take the problem on the Z transform, understand that ROC and that everything, and then we'll move out to some comments on Z transform. So let us consider that your x of n is a raised to n un. So you know that un is unit step sequence, which is 1 for n is greater than equal to 0, which is 0 otherwise. It is a definition of sequence un. Un is a unit step sequence which is 1 at 0 and 1 1 1 1 up to infinity, starting from 0 and ending to infinity, whose amplitude is 1, and n is less than 0, un is 0. N is greater than equal to 0, then un is 1. So un is existing from 0 to infinity, and that is why our signal x of n is existing from 0 to infinity, is a unit step sequence. So now a raised to n, so n is varying from 0 to infinity. A may be greater than 1, a may be less than 1. In case of Fourier transform, a has to be less than 1, then only Fourier transform is possible. But in case of Z transform, there is no restriction on a for existence of Z transform. So let us find a is in general, it is maybe less than 1 or maybe greater than 1. So we are not putting any restriction. So let us write the Z transform of x of n, where x of n is a raised to n un z raised to minus n. Since I told you that un is existing from 0 to infinity, so our limit will be what? N equal to 0 to infinity a raised to n, and u of n is 1 for 0 to infinity. So u of n has gone and u of n has set the limit. So here in this case, if I combine a, z inverse and raised to n, so it becomes the equation like alpha raised to k. K is varying from 0 to infinity, for which we already explained, or we already proved that summation alpha raised to k, k is varying from 0 to infinity, result has to 1 divided by 1 minus alpha in our previous video. So let us use that result to write the Z transform. We know that general result from mathematics, that result is alpha raised to k is equal to 0 to infinity is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus alpha, provided mod alpha is less than 1. This is the requirement for writing the result alpha raised to k. So here also we can put the same constraint and we can write x of z. Here let us consider that this is my alpha and that alpha is less than 1. So if alpha is less than 1, it will be 1 over 1 minus a z inverse, provided this result I can write. Right, 1 over 1 minus alpha. So but what is the constraint? Mod of alpha should be less than 1. So it means that mod of a z inverse must be less than 1. So what is mod of a z inverse less than 1? That we have to see. So here it is mod of a z inverse can be written as mod of a divided by mod of z, right? So less than 1. So which implies that mod of z is greater than mod of a. So what it is saying is Z transform is existing. There is no issue about existence of the Z transform. Only thing is that mod of Z should be greater than a. So all values of Z, mod of Z should be greater than a, then Z transform is existing. So if a is 2, Z transform is existing for all values of Z for which Z is greater than, okay, Z is greater than a. So here implies mod of Z greater than a. So if you plot this in the Z plane, then we can say that this is circle of radius a, this is imaginary part of Z plane and this is real part of Z plane. So imaginary axis and real axis. So what I am saying is Z transform exists only when mod of a is greater than this. So these are the places where mod z is greater than a. So these are the places where your Z transform is existing. Z transform is not existing if Z is taking value less than a. It is Z transform is existing provided ROC, region of convergence, should be exterior to the circle of radius 1. This is a circle of radius a, exterior to circle of radius a. And Z transform is existing if Z is greater than a, means all values of Z which are outside the circle of radius 1. For all those points, Z transform is possible. Z transform is possible if its value is greater than a, greater than a. So in this case, if you say mod Z greater than a, it means it is outside the circle of radius 1, outside the circle of radius a, not 1, outside the circle of radius a. So this region, whatever region I am, this all sketches, this is your ROC. Your a can be a can be anything which is outside the circle of radius a. So in those for all those values, Z transform is possible, and Z transform is not possible for any value which is inside the circle, which is on the circle. Z transform is not possible because we are saying Z should be greater than a. So here Z transform does not exist. We cannot find Z transform for any value inside the circle. Any value which is inside the circle or on the circle, Z transform is not possible. Z transform is possible only when it is that value is outside the circle of radius a. Suppose a equal to 2. So Z transform is possible for all values of Z which are greater than 2 and less than infinity. So x of Z, it is the Z transform of a sequence x of n which is equal to a raised to n un. Now we can write this, multiply numerator and denominator by Z, so it can also be written as Z divided by, here also multiplied by Z, so Z here also multiplied by Z. So what you get is x of Z is equal to Z divided by z divided by z minus a, and here don't forget to write mod of z greater than mod of a. This is the ROC, region of convergence. If this is not there, the answer is incomplete. If it is not there, it means z transform is possible for all values of z. So z transform is possible, and ROC of the z transform is exterior to circle of radius, exterior to the circle of radius a, right? Radius a. The z transform is possible. So ROC is set of all values of z, which are outside the circle of radius a. That is called ROC.